linnya boda katikati oje ku millennium okime essimu ye. Millennium mumanyi weeri? Mutapinge live mitina musooke mumuveeko oyo mu following story. Nedda eri ku Entebbe Road jukira nali mbeera Kisaasi na mugamba linnya boda oje nkuwa essimu ye. Omwana nangamba agambye ninye boda naye sikugamba nkime essimu konze mugambe olinnye boda ne wayitawo eddakiika 5 omwana namugamba nfunye boda. Guess what? Omwana bwe yagamba gayi mbuno afunye boda. The trick was amugjawo because the guy came like wayitawo ndowooza eddakiika nga 5. The motherfucker was around najja. Of course askari namugulirawo nayingira mu gate agenda okwata ku minyolo nga mikyuse nakola bwati kati nga gayi amanyi am inside the house nagamba Sharon open nga bwa hitting ennyonyo open naye omwana nga atya nagamba banange he's hitting the doors omwana like nga a recording voice notes nemugamba don't open nakyusiza eminyolo. He can't do anything. Let me call my brother Ajay. So I called my brother Brian. Jukira Brian yali abeera Namugongo awo budde ziringa ssaawa 2 ez'ekiro. My brother comes, the girl is inside the house, the guy tries to open nakyusiza ebinyola ate nali ntaddeko bino bye batamenya. Muganda wange we yajja amusanga akubakubaye amugamba Mr. What's wrong? Namugamba I want to talk to Sharon. I want to talk to Sharon. Lwaki tayagala nkwogera nange? Tell her to open. Ngalinga like aguddemu akazoole. Kadange namugamba naye munange no omuntu goli okukonkona okugulirawo taliiwo. Era yangambye nti you're here, you're trying to break in. She's not around. Namugamba no, I know she's inside. I know she's inside. Kati guy neye ntolola nadda emanju. My brother goes to his car. Naje tolola bwati. My brother peeps in that motherfucker's car. Ngalinamu abasajja bana. Ngalinamu abasajja bana. Nga bambadde obukokolo is maske. Omanyi obukokolo nga mulimu abasajja bana kati gwe andaba olwaleero. Olooza abasajja abananga bambadde obukokolo baali banoonya ki mu mmotoka yoyo guy. And that guy had acquired a gun like a week before our issue, like before attacking me yali yakafuna emmondo. You really think abasajja abana baali bakimyeki? Yes, please. Hi.
Do I look nice?
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Have you seen Tyra's amazing outfit?
No, I haven't.
Tyra, come and show your amazing outfit. Mommy, she looks so good. Why don't you like that? They are so cute.
Nebipale ebyalegeza.
Yes. Mommy, legeza is a style now.
It's giving.
Okay, bye. Mommy, do you want us to go with the key?
No.
No, we can take our key.
You guys have your key, don't you have your key? But I'm home though, but
okay, because when we might come back if you guys like, we don't know if you guys are gonna, because like the trip is at 3:30, at 8, at 9:30, then you have to go back to the legacy, and then you have to come.
No, but we can't.
Your army master plan.
No, we go to the region.
Malageko mama agenze kwebaka.
Let me give Mommy a
Mommy.
because I love you so much.
Mommy, can I ask you a question? Could I please borrow your black shoes?
No. Why don't you have yours?
No, it's that they have black color.
Nedda nyavu tekijja kusoboka. yambala engatto zoba ogenderamu mbu baagala kulabako yimirira awo oyo
my sweater.
owalegeza naawe jangu mumulaba ebiregeza
Mommy, it's a trend now. That's a trend. Bye bye.
ego trend bye
How do your
So.
platforms fit me? I don't have platforms.
munange gayi muganda wange atunula mu motoka amubuuza mister
My popcorn is burnt. I'm just gonna leave it.
what are these hooded guys doing in your car ngagamba no nothing those are my escorts namubuuza since when did you have escorts
Bye, mommy. I love you.
Let's go. Can you get my headphones, please? On the table. Bye, mommy. Bye bye.
Have fun.
Let's go. You said not to have fun.
kabaana basooke
Put your
bagenda
popcorn in the trash. Yeah. Unless you're going to. That is my goal.
So, bye, mommy. Love you. Bye, bye. Bye, Uncle Sam. Bye, bye. Love you.
Esther ye kanyankole ate ani omulala kanyankole nagamba my brother no these are my escorts namubuuza since when do you have escorts because I hang out with you every day nenga actually one of the reasons I was so scared because that guy was violent and a week before he attacked me he had acquired a gun kati I was very very scared oli namugamba ba escort balina namugamba nkubulire mukwano badde nkusaba what's burning Uncle Sad bamuleseeko bakoze waki bakoze wa microwave baana bange nga yeebuzabuzaawo muganda wange nga mugamba babula nkanyankole nkubulire if you know what's good for you I don't want me and you to fight kwate nkuba ogende Sharon is not here taliiwo era bw'obeera nga oyagala kakasa taliiwo nagamba I know she's supposed to be traveling tonight that's why I wanted to talk to her jukira kasodde yalaba flight booking ku Turkish Airlines nga it was indicating mbu I'm traveling that day nagamba I know she's traveling today but I didn't want her to travel before we sort issues I wanted just to talk to her bichi wololo walala I wanted to talk to her bichi oli namugamba you want to talk to her naye taliwo nagamba esimu namugamba tekati esimu oyagala ayogere naawe ku simu kinga esimu ye wajitute nagamba she has a second phone tell her to talk to me call her oli namugamba kati omuntu nga tayagala kwogera naawe you're not gonna force her kati jukira muganda wange nga amulabye nagamba I know she's supposed to travel tonight but you tell her she shouldn't waste her time because I already spoke to people at the airport they will not let her board nga kanyankole mu kuswala okungi nga akwata ekkubo ng'agenda muganda wange nga nkubira essimu nga ngamba mwana wa maama ono omusajja abadde n'abasajja mu mmotoka nga bazze kumaliriza era if I am you I wouldn't sleep in Uganda for an extra day. Ladies and gentlemen, nengamba kati ngenda kukola ntya. The next day in the morning, nenkwata essimu. The next day in the morning, like at 8, nenkwata essimu, nenkubira daddy wa Tyra. Nemukubira, nemugamba hello, nangamba yes, nemugamba I need to get out of Uganda as soon as today. Nambuza, to where, madam? Nemugamba, to anywhere, but preferably the US. Nambuza, oyina visa? Nemugamba nina visa. Nangamba jinsindikire. Wayali aloza nimba nenjimusindikira. Nambuza, what's the problem? What's the urgency? Nemugamba somebody wants to kill me. Nemusindikire ebifaananyi. Kanyankole bye yankubye nga nze na face ebulubadde bweti. Nemusindikira messages za Kanyankole nga he's threatening me. What? Nambuza kati oliriddawa right now. Are you safe? Nemugamba I am not safe. That's why I need to leave as soon as possible. Yangamba, pack your bags, go to the airport. That was 8 o'clock. I was on a flight for Ethiopian Airlines at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. That is how I escaped being murdered by a toxic, narcissistic, obsessed, motherfucking Munyankole short man. People that know me, they know this story. No. Customs kati jukira yali yagambye kati nga ne nkubira Beni. Jukira yali yagambye ya mflaginze ku airport bichi kati ne nkubira Beni. Ne bigamba Beni byonna. Beni ne mugamba I have a flight for today. Beni nangamba okay, that's okay. Nangamba you send me your passports. Ne njimuwa. Wenamalo njimuwa na he made a few calls. Nangamba, don't worry, go. You're cleared. Don't worry. But dear, bwe mundaba nga nakyawa abasajja era nze wano ndaba abantu abansinikira ebinnyo mumbuuzanga babasajja bakukola ki. So ababaddenga, if you've been there, you're wondering how I'm. Well, there are 2 reasons why I'm a single mom. The first relationship, I was naive, I was young, it was not meant to be, it did not happen. Fortunately for me, it gave me my beautiful daughter, Tyra. The second one, I was in a relationship to another toxic man. Very toxic, and he hit me. The reason why I became a single mother with him is because he hit me when I was pregnant because I caught him cheating. I caught him cheating, abajukira embozi. I caught him cheating with a motherfucking whore that at one time came here. If you remember, the woman called Janina. He hit me. I was 5 months pregnant. Nemugamba, onkubye nkuchaye. And that was the day when namuchawa pako rarero. I walked out of him and I never looked back. You can cheat, yes, but you don't fucking hit me when I'm expecting your child. You don't do that. Namugamba, you've hit me. You could have done anything else but not hit me. And I told him, nkuchayi, ate nali mwagala. Nemugamba nkuchayi. Era nemuchawa. Kubanze bwenjogera ekintu, I mean it. Nemuchawa. Yes, Janina the drunkard. That is why I came here and I told her, if you remember that day, I told her, do not trigger me. If you remember, namugamba, do not trigger me. Yeah, namugamba, do not trigger me, if you remember. Choka Kimu ne Debbie bakuwairiza mbu Kanyankole ye yakufunira ne visa ne mugenda mwenna no yalaba flight booking ya Turkish Airlines. I think oba tete ya jisoma yalaba date. Nagamba Lita nagenze Turkey era Lita Esther bobango oyogera amazima wandikawo comment. Nagenda mu group na bagamba mbu Tyra at that time bampitanga Tyra bagambye agenze anti bayawukana ne Kanyankole yagenze Turkey kutunda kasolo ndi Turkey because balabako Turkish Airlines era Angela yankubira nambuzo oli bulungi ne mugamba nangamba mama Rita alieno mu group tukakasa wagenze Turkey kutunda kasolo ne mugamba oyo muveeko. I traveled to the USA. I took a picture ngandi, I think I was nali LA kuchisawe because tugamba wagenze Turkey. So I took a picture specifically okuswaza Lita. I was in Las Vegas. Yes, I took a picture Las Vegas and I posted it. Actually, me, all my life I have always embarrassed Rita Mizi. You guys wonder naye Rita Mizi wamukola kyo kuchawa bwatyo because every lie she tells I always embarrass her. Esther na posting I was in Las Vegas. Kati awo Kanyankole munange nagenda naye ddi ne muddukirako waddi. So that is my story. That is my story. But okubanyumiza emboozi mbadde mbanyumiriza omusajja kaddugala ne bantu banga abandaba bannange omusajja omusiguza aba mubi. You were even driving a Benz. I think the picture of a Benz, I was already here. An ML, I think the picture of an ML, I was already here. I think if that's the Benz. So that was my story. And era abawala abanda boralero. Bw'obeera ngo oyina omusajjawo bw'oba omukoye muveeko ogende odeetinga omusajja omulala. Bannange omusajja omusibuza aba mubi. Bannange omusajja omusibuza aba mubi. I really hope olwaleero omuntu andabye emboozi yange or you've learned something out of my story. I had forgotten myself. I did not know myself anymore. I was not myself anymore. I used to be a sexy, beautiful, chubby girl, always happy, always laughing. Violence, that is me. Kati oli o wedda. Always my violence, nkola violence, nesekera nkola ntya. But the man had made me to forget who I was. Era gwe omukazi ali eyo. However, another thing, never blame a woman that is still in an abusive relationship because you can never know. Me, I wanted to leave, but I did not even know where to go. I did omusajja nga nebwe tukola ki nenzijako amasimu nga noonyanga anoonya akalulu ka Museveni. I did not know where to go. Abantu bonna nga yabangobako nga yabanzijjako. Era, I've told this story for the past 9 years. Era bwemba nimbi abantu abadde bawulira enemboozi. You let me know if I've missed anything or if I've changed anything. This has always been my story. Era, that man, fine, he was upset. Maybe he needed help. However, I said this guy knows that I'm a single mom. Nina abana babiri. He really wanted to kill me. And abana bange. Really. Era nze bwe ndaba inze, there is a reason why njagala nnyo abaana. There is a reason why single mother nkwatirwako ekisa, because I've been there before. Owulidde? Kanyankole akyali alive, lumu twamwogerako wano najja mu inbox yange. The girl that was left behind at my place, yeah, Ali safe. Yeah, she was safe after the guy knew that I had left. Yeah, Ali safe. Obuzibu mboyo guy yalinze. Namulekera Katonda, but I think he had a problem. But what hurt me most was that guy was my friend. He also came to my inbox a few months back and was all up, you know. That man. What hurt me most, that guy was my friend. Senga, when you went to Uganda for holiday, did he reach out? No, not this time. He reached out the first time I went to Uganda, because when nagenda, when amala nafuna empapula najje Canada mu May, nava Uganda mu April. Nga nkamala Easter nengenda mu US. Nengenda Canada. When I get to Canada, May, I entered Canada in May. I think in June, June 27th or July 27th, nga nine mpapula. When amala ofune mpapula, nenda babana bange. He knew that I was around. No, I did not travel with my kids. I nengenda Uganda and he knew. Nangamba, I know you are around. Can I take you for coffee? Naye namusonyiwa mutima for whatever it was worth that he did, but I feel bad that he wanted to murder me and make my kids orphans when he already knew I was a single mother. When he era mmwe abantu mbalaba womugamba wazala mbasajja abenjawulo kati. By the way, I have explained to you how I became a single mother with my first two kids. My third baby, omuzungu, I'm not a single mother. My baby's dad is in her life, is an amazing father, an amazing dad. But I've explained to you how I became a single mom. Abana bange ababiri. The first guy, the relationship, honestly, I'm not even bitter about it, not at all. But also the guy naye yazina chali wange, not chali wange, yazina omuwala ngawe munabeera out, you know those days of campus, mwina excitement bichi, and you go baona kuyita muli oliwa ndi ku Mateyo bichi notukayo bachalibo ne bakubuza olidda amati Mateyo bagamba leka tujje kati chali wange yajja ne bakwanobe kati one of bakwanobe the guy cheated nemba kwata kati mwali mwagala mukolereki nange nali mwana muto ne mukyawa nekuza olubuto alone. I was young, very young, campus first year. Nekuza olubuto nenduzaala nekuza omwana wange. The dad is around, he's in her life when he decides to, you know, abasajja bakadugala, but he's in her life. Omwana wa mwagala. Kubiri, I've explained to you how I became a single mom. The guy hit me when I was 5 months pregnant after I got him cheating on me. So, mwali mwagala mbere naye. So before you start name calling people, please always know people have stories that you don't know. Era after that, era nze kubaana abo ababiri. That is when I knew. Era nze when nazaala omwana owokubiri and I became a single mother. That is the day I knew I am never gonna get married again. Nkabaddirem. That day when nazaala omwana wange owokubiri Ami and I broke up with the father, that was the day I knew I am never gonna get married because I wanted to protect my 2 daughters. Because I did not know how another man was gonna raise my kids. Nga si abazala. That was the day I knew I am gonna raise my children alone. However, being a single mother, I mean, having kids or being a single mother, it does not mean that I shouldn't date. Of course, I continued dating. That is it. That is how I even dated the Muzungu guy. That's how I dated Kanyankole. But me, to be unmarried, it's a choice that I made. It's a choice that I made. Neera nange ndi muntu. Mama, abasajja babeeranga banzaalamu ne twawukana. Mbuze nve kukutuuka ku ntiko tekisoboka. Sisobola kuva kukutuuka ku ntiko era nasigala neegatta nga wadde ndi single mother nze. Heya. Yinze nga nva kukwegatta nagamba era abaddiyale ndiwo okubategeeza neegatta. Era actually, at some point I was like, you know what? Sigenda kuzaala mwana mulala. Owulira? I said sigenda kuzaala mwana mulala. Kambeere n'abaana ababiri. Naye era munnange as an adult eyeegatta. Nabagamba nze I've never been on family planning all my life. I was planning my womb. Kanyankole oba yampitawa nankola olubuto. Mukama yeebale ye mwennyini nankuba ne luvaamu. Kati just imagine Senga nalina omwana wa Kanyankole. Yamba. Yansamba. Kati just imagine Senga nalina omwana wa Kanyankole. Era kati ndoze era naye mwani mumunyongeddeko. Munnange nengamba nenda kubeera n'abaana bange babiri. Nembe era Ami mwe abaagala okumanya. Baddiyale Ami namuzaako ng'alina emyaka 10. 10 years. Ami namuzaako nga alina emyaka 10. 10 years bannange. Era seekuuma neekuuma kakati gwe ng'omuntu olina okubeera nga weegatta toli mu menopause era ng'omuntu ali fertile. I'm very sure Senga nazaala omwana mu Kanyankole omwana Senga yamunzijjako okunnumya because he tried to control me in ways I could not understand. Yes. Era bannange, it was a blessing in disguise. Yes, 10 years without family planning. Contrary to what you guys think, mulozambo we sleep around. Nzambe nga bannange segatta negatta naye nga negatta era ng'omuntu ow'obuvunaanyizibwa. Munnange nembeerawo nenkuza abaana bange neŋŋamba kati obufumbo buganye kansigale kukwegatta neegattanga nakati neegatta neera munnange nali awo ami naŋŋamba ayagalayo baby. I even have a video. Let me see if I have that video. I have a video. Twali ku birthday ya Ami wano naŋŋamba ayagala kirabo. Namubuuza Ami what gift make a wish bino bye tukola. Nemubuuza what's your wish? Nagamba I wish mommy can give me a baby. Nengamba munnange why not? Omwana wange nemuwa baby because at that time waliwo omuntu eyaliwo. Waliwo omuntu eyaliwo daddy wa mama. Nemuwa baby era erinnya lya mama bamuyita Sharel Chirabo Claim. That Chirabo name is from gift because Chirabo is Ami's gift. Every child of mine has a story. Nembayiwamu ekizungu nenkibawa. So that is my story bananga abampulira. That's how I became a single mother. Ekyokusekererwa gwe mutunulako ne mugamba baana basatu mu basajja basatu. That's how. I don't regret my choices at all because my story is my strength. My story is my strength. My story is, I know, I have a lot of people I have inspired ever since. Because people that, I mean, waliwo kati abasoose nkundabira wano nina abantu abazze bangoberera. Oli ngagamba nze nasalawo nkolerera abaana bange ndeeta abaana bange Bulaya because I was your follower. A lot of people. So me, my story. I'm not, by the way, I'm never embarrassed at any part of my life. Bw'ojja n'ojimbuuza bulungi, njikunyonnyola bulungi. People ask me how I ended up being in China. When I was in China, how I ended up going to China. I was working in Crane Bank. Nengwa mulaavu, n'omusajja, omusuubuzi. Nanyinyonnyola at that tender age. Maybe 24, 23, 24. Nanyinyonnyola nange ndi muntu nendoba nengwa mulaavu. Yanyinyonnyola bakuyita kunnyonnyola. Musajja akunnyonnyola nga obadde ogenda najja nankumbye ng'oli ku steera bakuyita kunnyonnyola. Omusajja ayinza kunnyonnyola nga ogenda Kajjansi nga wakatuuka enajja nankumbi nga muli mu taxi n'ovaamu nga tali mu taxi, ayinza n'okubeera nga alina ku ssimu n'ovaamu n'omala okuvaamu weesanga olina mawojjolo nga mulamuza gonja n'enkoko enamawojjolo mumanyiyo ogenda otereera bwoti nga muli mumabira embikko. Laba ono nange ndi muntu musajja olaba bannyonnyola maama fiina olaba bannyonnyola bakadde. Nze nina nkyali wange yafa, may her soul rest in peace, bamwyitanga Susan yali China nga yeeyiya nga yeeyiya. Bwe ngamba okweyiya muba mukitegedde. Nagulira maama we manya biki nagula akamoto kamanya akasomba omusenyu mambi nga yezimba nga yagala ave muki mukatale kensi yonna nga bolaba bakadama babeereeyo bakola asindika obusente abusindikira maama wa planning. Omusajja maama nga yafuna boyfriend kati maama nga yafuuka sugar mami guy namunnyonnyola. Susan yagenda okudde Kampala nga maama bamunnyonnyola. Susan n'akomawo ku kyeyo yamalawo emyezi egya n'afa. Stress. Olaba bannyonnyola Farida Nakazibwe at that age ng'akola ne ku TV olwonze. I was a little girl. I wasn't even 25. Ne bannyinyonnyola. Guy situla n'antwala China. Nandaga amazi. When I say amazi, I mean amazi. Era abantu nga boogera amazima. Abakyala b'e China nga mwogera amazima for the first time mugogere. Nga bagamba nkale akawala akalungi bakasembya nga ndi awo. Gaya kunnyonnyola, and then he cheated. Munange. When he cheated ate munange, nandi nkoze like the young girl that I was, I confronted him. When I'm confronting her with the truth, yantimpula. Wabula you fear cheating on you. I was younger, kati I don't. Era kati bwe nkukwata ngo ogicheatinga ngokugamba genda utawaze. Tugende waka. That's why nabagamba ebigambo byentero bagamba. If anybody told me ebigambo, actually nandisigadde mu relationship eyasooka. Okitegedde eri eyasookera ddala bwe nasanga gayi nga azina joyi erubowa ku kasozi we nandisigadde. If I knew what I know today. Kati senga ndi awo nga ndi Hajjati Majinga nagejja nti omanya abakazi abafumbo baba wabiche ebigeza abakazi abafumbo. Senga ndi munene nti nga nino omukono ogulebeeta guti. Buli wafumbo olya. Baba banene bananga abakazi abafumbo baki.
Osibo oli osula olya. What next?
Ate ne stress buli webeerawo buli bwataddanga nalongo bwe yagamba ng'oteekayo ekindazi. Kati senga ndi awo nga nakolawo faamu nga nunda nkoko nga bampita Hajjati Maji. Owulira? So bannange mazima gwe omuntu ali eyo senga Accid ono gwe mulaba olwaleero. Abasajja be banfuula kino kyenti be bankooya ndi mukoowu naye gwe bw'oba ntunuulira kale nkuliridde mu myaka mazima nyinza okubula omusajja ampasa mazima ne nkubulaaya kuno abasajja b'okubulaaya nga bali singolo, but I was like no. Kambabulire mu nsi eno okkirizanga. One of the ways you're going to have peace and make more meaningful decisions okwezuula nezuula nezuula waliwo ambuuziza abazungu bo si basajja abazungu basajja era basajja balungi era nze abazungu ababiri benna datinga si balinaako buzibu I don't have any problem. Waliwo wano ambuuziza ate daddy wa Sharel. I've told you daddy wa Sharel is an amazing man. Ali mubulamu bwa muwala we, he's an amazing father. Actually, he's so loving and amazing to everybody. Even these other kids. However, nga when nabagamba ndimuko I was not the woman for him. I was not. Tosobola kukwata because daddy wa mama, he's a mommy's boy bambi, yali tazala ngako mwana, ono ye mwana wa soose tawasanga ko tosobola kukwata mwana wa munno nga go kimanyi oli mukowu no mukoyerako tosobola tosobola. Era nze kati namutunuliranga ne ngamba kati kakati jukira nalina skazi zange naina my scars and kati ngamberawo mutunulira ngamba kati ono guy ayagala okunkakasa mbu nno ayagala okunkakasa mbu no all his life yali awo ng'atudde ng'alinze single mother ave Uganda ajje wano afuuke mukyala we ate nga bwe nkirowoozaako nga nyiiga bunyiizi. Waliwo agambye mbu Kim told us nti he slept with your daughter. Mazima gwe muli n'olabanga ekyo kituufu. Nze omusajja yeebake n'omwana wange nze. It's just that internet tujiwa ebyo kwogerako. So when we don't give you what to talk about, nze nafuna olubuto nentuuka odduzaala. Rita Nkagwa yagamba nafuna surrogate. Owulira? N'agamba waliwo omuwala we Netherlands mbu oba yeyampa surrogate eyampa amazzi. N'avaawo ate najja n'agamba mbu nazaala musajja Omupakistani bingi nnyo. But really nze omwana owange nze Senga Accid nze alwanirira omwana ow'obuwala. Ate nze omwana ow'obuwala by the way sitandise mulwanirira kati. Abazze bangoberera okuviira ddala edda nvudde nga nnwanirira omwana ow'obuwala. So nze my greatest fear, every abantu that are around me, my greatest fear has always been bringing a man mu bulamu bw'abaana bange. Okukwata abaana bange mbaleetemu mu musajja era daddy wa mama nabeeranga naye katika mbanyumize era mwe muli banyukamba nabeeranga naye abanda banga ku Snapchat nabeeranga naye nendeeta abaana. When naleeta abaana yagenda okudda nga siriiwo. Naye ate nekimulumya omutwe naŋŋamba kiki why? But I had that fear in me because I never wanted to be sorry tomorrow. Ne nkakati mazima Tyra namuleeta ali 10. Amy was what, 5? That guy has been mu bulamu bwabwe nga baana bato. Actually the reason why guy oyo yagenda okukomawo n'atansangawo, we had an argument. We had an argument ku baana. I don't know what the argument was. Naye naŋŋamba mbu mbogolera abaana mbozesa ebintu. Owulira? Naŋŋamba mbogolera abaana mbozesa ebintu mbwe abaana ndabika sibaagala. Ne ŋŋamba owaayi. but he's an amazing man. Era wabeerawo amwagala nyinza omukuwa. No confirming if he's an amazing man, but he is an amazing man. He's a great person.
Tekijja kusooka nze nnaani.
Okigaanyi?
Bamanyi abaawo.
Yes. Kati nze muli neŋŋamba bana abazungu. Era neŋŋamba abazungu bazibu. Owulira? Era nze namitinga daddi wa mama, nga na kamala wano emyezi ndowooza 3. Egyo. So kakati gwe omuntu nga nkamumiitinga wano nga twakamala naye emyezi 3, wano mazeo actually I had nazaala naye omwana after being with him like for 5 years. So he's soft spoken and handsome. Abamulabako ku Snapchat naye nagamba nenda kukomaawo. Musajja ali okay and he's a young man. Si muzeeyi. So bannange era nze wano ndaba abantu mutu nemukolinga you guys, people have stories. Nze nyinza okuwandiika akatabu era nze olaba nti Irene yagamba my mother knows, nze nyinza okawandiika either ne nkaita men in my life no men no oba